I was appalled, as you said you were, to read the accounts of the inappropriate actions of some GSA employees outlined in the Inspector General's report of abuses connected to a regional conference held in 2010. This conduct on the part of these few federal employees is an unacceptable abuse of the American taxpayers' trust. It's unconscionable that at a time when our national debt stands at more than $15 trillion, individuals within the federal government completely ignore our country's fiscal reality and behave in ways that reflect an attitude that the funding of their particular agency belongs to them rather than to the American taxpayer. What is the extent of the problem that this, at GSA, that this report covers? Is this the sum total of the problems that you see at this agency, or is this more the proverbial tip of the iceberg?
Senator, it is one event. As an IG, we produce reports that we can verify every which way, and it's totally accurate. We did the report on the Western Regions Conference. We have a number of ongoing investigations. We have not produced reports yet on the number of ongoing investigations, and there are many other ongoing investigations.
Can you quantify that, the magnitude of the investigations that you are now conducting?
It's a little difficult because, as I said in my opening statement, every time we turn over a stone, we find 50 more. And, we find other instances. Even today, we found out that the wife of the regional commissioner had a parking space throughout the entire year of 2012 at the federal building. And, we just find one thing after another, and it's difficult for me, even now, to quantify it.
Mr. Miller, you indicated that there's been a referral to the Department of Justice. Do you expect other referrals?
We're working with the Department of Justice every day. We're working very closely with them. When I say referral, I'm specifically being non-specific.
Tell me what you mean by the word referral.
Okay. I will tell you what happens in the normal course, and that is that when we do an investigation, generally, we will have a matter. We may have one individual, we may have a number of individuals, and they may be related. It may be a scheme, it may be a conspiracy. They may be related in many different ways. We bring the entire matter to the Department of Justice or to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the Department of Justice will either accept or decline the case, and then we will do further investigation, and what we hope will come out of it is indictments against individuals, an individual or more than one individual, as a result of the criminal conduct that is the highest criminal charge, that is the most readily provable by the evidence.
Any suggestion in your investigation, when you talk to GSA employees or the management in the region, that was there a defense that this goes on everywhere all the time kind of thing, either within GSA or outside the agency?
Yes, many of the witnesses we talked to said that this conference was similar to previous Western Regions conferences, and they cited a number of them that occurred in Oklahoma, New Orleans, Lake Tahoe, and the witnesses we talked to said this was along the same lines, that each of the so-called hosts for the conference tried to outdo one another. And the regional commissioner for Region 9 for this one said, I want this to be over the top. I want this to be the best and most lavish sort of conference.